Hey, what's up guys? If you love nachos, you're gonna love this Texas nachos recipe. Texas nachos is basically individually layered nacho pieces. So instead of like a big giant messy pile of nachos, you got a individual layered nacho that's the perfect bite every single time. And no joke, whenever I bring these to a party, they're instantly gone. So let me show you how to make it. First thing you want to do is get some corn tortillas, and I have yellow corn tortillas, but you can use white or yellow corn tortillas. So I got these set on a platter here, and you're going to want to cut them in half. So I've got these sliced in half. You can also make these in quarters, so I'll do like half and half. A lot of recipes will quarter them, but when I had them in this one restaurant, they served them like this in halves, and it was delicious. I'm like, oh yeah, more for me. Yeah, just get them sliced up, and then we're gonna fry them up. All right, next, go ahead and get your frying station all set up. I've got a cast iron pan here, and I've got some vegetable oil for frying. So you really wanna have about 1.5 inches or so deep of oil to get a good fry on these, maybe 1 inch. You can use a little bit less, but usually use about 1.5 inches. So go ahead and heat this up, get it good and hot for frying, but don't let it boil. All right, oil's getting hot. You can tell it's ready when you drop a tiny little piece of the tortilla in there and it starts to bubble up and sizzle a bit. So yeah, this is looking good. Next thing you want to do is fry your tortillas. So I'll add these a few at a time, just don't overcrowd. And you really only want to fry these for a minute or two until they get like nice and golden, and we'll flip them about halfway through. Just keep an eye on them here. All right, these are looking nice and golden and starting to firm up, so I'm gonna move them over to a paper towel lined plate to drain off some of the excess oil. Now add another layer here really quick. Keep frying in batches. I also like to hit them with salt when they're still fresh out of the oil. It helps the salt stick to them a lot better. And if they puff up a little bit, just kind of knock them down. You don't want to get them too puffy, then they're kind of hard to layer. You can definitely use store-bought chips for this to save time, but it's gonna be so much better when you fry your own chips. Not only do they taste better, but you can cut them into the shapes that you wanna serve them in. All right, I got the last of my tortillas nicely fried up here. Let's get them all moved over to my plate to drain. And next, let's get layering up, make some nachos. All right, I got myself a baking sheet here, and I have 10 fried tortillas, and I also have refried beans. I've got a can of refried beans, or 16 ounces. I actually have a homemade refried beans recipe on the website that you should check out. Lard, baby, flavor. And also, I have Colby Jack cheese that is shredded. It's 12 ounces, and we have pickled jalapenos that you can also make from scratch if you want to. So we're gonna go ahead and layer these up. Just about a spoonful or so, maybe a little bit more, onto the tortilla. And beans are actually optional. You can make this with just cheese and jalapenos if you wanted to, but I do love the addition of the beans. Nice and filling and delicious. Onto a baking sheet. All right, next we top with cheese, like so. Just divide them evenly. All right, next are jalapenos. Got some pickled jalapenos here. And you can use other peppers, but pickled jalapenos are pretty traditional for this, and awesome. Put as many as you want, like at least one per. Texas nachos all layered up, individual layered nachos, yum. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and bake this up. I've got the oven heated to 350, gonna bake for 10 minutes, or really just until the cheese gets nice and melty. So, all right, be right back. All right, check it out, my friends. Yo, Texas nachos. Amazing, they look so good. So let's talk about variations. It's really easy to make this recipe with meats. Like if you want to put some taco meat on a layer, or it's really fantastic actually with spicy Mexican chorizo, yum. Just like regular nachos, you can vary it up a bit. You can also use different melty cheeses. I'll use a blend of cheese as long as it's nice and melty and delicious. Oh, and also a nice little layer of taco sauce would be delicious. So many ways to make it. It's good every time. Let's talk about serving. You can serve these just as they are on a platter and just watch them disappear. You can also top them with any of your favorite nacho toppings, like creamy guacamole, some sour cream, or some Mexican crema. Definitely chili flakes, definitely hot sauce, also diced tomatoes, pretty much any of your favorites. You can serve them that way or just put them on the side for your guests to basically tear it up. All right, let's give it a taste. Best part of my job. These are mine. Texas nachos, my friends. I'd love to hear what you think of the recipe in the comments below. And if you're looking for some more awesome recipes, boom, boom, check these guys out right here. I know you want to make them. So, hey, I'd love to hear, again, what you think and how you're going to change it up. And I do hope to see you in the kitchen next time. Bye from Chili Pepper Madness. Bye.